Hi, friends. How's it going? I hope that you all can hear me okay. I had quite the nudge to get on live on YouTube because there's some messages that really need to come through, and I just didn't have time to do my usual setup. So it is what it is today. So hopefully, everything is good. And I don't actually listen to myself through my headphones. I listen to music sometimes for messages. That's why I usually wear my headphones. But anywho, welcome back, and welcome anybody who's new. I'm the Fairy Medicine Woman. I do ancestral healing, so I deliver ancestor messages, also messages from your guides, angels, and anyone else who wants to come through and speak with you. Today, that I'm making this video is the lunar eclipse. It's also Taurus full moon. And I started to feel a little funky before this reading. And they're like, Alicia, come on, like we have some things we need to say. And so I want to make sure that you all get the support and the love that you need and the encouragement and the empowerment to really move through this portal. It is a really important portal. It is a really important full moon. It's Taurus full moon. I know a lot of people have been doing shadow work probably for the last week. And so your ancestors are here like cheering you on and like, come on, you can do this. So I wanted to do a quick reading for you all before I sign off and relax and do my own moon work, which I will be doing lots of meditating, lots of writing, lots of candle work, and I'll also be outside with my family enjoying myself, letting things go. So there were actually 3 distinct messages that came through. I pulled some cards ahead of time from the Tazama deck. This deck actually found me through a friend. They ordered it for themselves and they were like, this isn't for me, this is Alicia's. And they sent it over to me. So I love you. Thank you for this. I really appreciate it. So the first message is really around spirit. So first message is spirit. Second one is finances. And the third one is love, because those seem to be the main areas that whoever needs this message really needs to focus on for this portal. And so they want to make sure that you have the clarity to move forward with what you need to do. And even listening through songs, the first request, I would say, because the way this energy is coming through for whoever ancestors these are, I'm sure there's plenty of you. It's kind of like a laundry list of things that they're like, make sure you do this today. And the first one is, if you haven't built your altar for your ancestors or put out a candle or something for them specific, white flowers, even, I know, some people also build an ofrenda. Like if you haven't done that, do it. Do it, because they're trying to come through to you and they want to talk to you directly. And they also just want to let you know that they are here supporting you, because I was getting a lot of like feelings in my stomach. Hold on one second. I was getting a lot of feelings on my stomach, and really dense and tight ones that are like around abandonment. And so some people who may be doing the shadow work right now may also have a history of abandonment, of being left alone or feeling that way quite frequently. Maybe you're also in a family where you were very quite different than everybody else. And so you always kind of felt like the oddball, or maybe you had some gifts that you didn't know what to do with, you didn't know how to understand them. And so it wasn't an easy journey. And so your gifts might actually be coming to the forefront hard right now, and they're going to continue to come forward. And so it was very important that I also share today that you are not alone. Like fully, you're not alone. There's also some people around you who are going to be coming into your life to support you on your new journey. But right now, during this portal, and again, like my last video, until the end of October, you really have to take care of yourself and do the inner work. Even if it feels, I don't even want to say lonely, because I don't think that's a feeling. Like it's almost like um, you may not have the physical guidance in front of you to be able to move forward, but they're saying you have the intuitive and the ancestor guidance with you to move forward. So I just wanted to share that. So some of the cards that came out, and I also pulled some clarity cards. I'll actually go one by one. So the first one is the Six of Cups, and then the clarity card was the Seven of Cups, but it came out in reverse. And so if you haven't started your inner child work, like I feel like they're going down the laundry list of like, if you haven't done this yet, BTW, because they're like, it's a full moon, it's the portal. So um if you haven't started connecting with your inner child or doing things that bring you a lot of like nostalgic joy, like for instance, I have a lava lamp that I just got. I'm going to be hanging out with my family, doing really fun stuff for Halloween. Like if you haven't done that for yourself yet in the last couple of days, do that today. Even if it means getting your favorite cheesecake or ice cream, wearing your favorite pajamas. I'm getting that for some reason. Like, wear your favorite pajamas, the ones that you wear during this type of winter. Maybe they're fun printed, maybe they're just wild, but like, wear them. Like, do the things that your child self would have done when they were younger, because this is going to help you receive all of the opportunities that are waiting to come to you, but you're going to need that playfulness and the open mindedness of your inner child in order to do that. So let your inner child today and especially tomorrow run it. Like, run your life right now. Have fun. Do things that bring you a lot of joy. You can even connect with people if you choose to. Make sure you're mindful of who it is. They're saying, like, be very specific who understands you and your inner child type energy, because not everybody will be open to it. So they're saying be really selective, but have fun. Even if that means playing video games, whatever it is, just make sure that you take time for yourself to play. It's going to be really important. The second message, I feel like this is a continuation of the last video. So it's the Eight of Wands and then the Death card. Having trouble grabbing it. So understand that these new opportunities that are coming to you are coming in hot. They are coming in hot, and they're coming in with my favorite number, 8. So abundance, right? But they're really saying that you have to let these old versions of yourself that likely like kept also your inner child from feeling really safe. These old thought processes, beliefs, you have to let them die. Like, let them die. Fully let them die. Like, it's time. And they're being very specific about that, not to hold on. Like, no more questioning, no more fighting it. Like, the opportunities are here and they're coming for you, and they want to make sure that you can receive all of them, not like one, but like all of them, because they all will be presented to you very soon. But you have to connect with your inner child, because as we've talked about before, you know, your child self, your inner child, was closest to the veil and was least jaded before you became an adult. So you have to connect with that energy in order to go through this portal as well. So you can't leave your inner child behind. You can't leave your teen self behind. You can't just go through as an adult. You have to go through as your most open-hearted, loving self. And for a lot of people, it's that nostalgic part of our life when we were younger, right? This is why I do the inner child meditation. So if you are wanting to also work with your inner child, I would book a Fly With Me session. I specifically can guide you to meet with your inner child and make that connection really fast. It's an hour session. They're so much fucking fun. They're literally fire. You can find them on my link tree or on my Instagram page. And this work, like, if for some reason you don't do everything during the portal, you can do some things on Monday, but just know the energy is slightly different. So they're saying, like, be really specific, work with your inner child now. You can always have a Fly With Me session on Monday if you want, and we can like really bring it full circle before the end of the month. So that is the first message in terms of like your spirit. So your spirit is really wanting to come forward in a very playful way. So they're saying, let it come forward. Like, let it come forward. Even if it seems weird, even if it seems bizarre, it's okay. You can do it. Just let it come forward. And as I'm sharing this message, like literally my stomach is like releasing. So um you may need to also, you can massage your stomach. Like, that is something that I have my clients do. If they have tension in their stomach, you can lay down, massage your stomach, really work with your solar plexus and your solar plexus energy, to also clear out that chakra. um, some other things I think I've mentioned before, you can also drink yellow things. So I'm having chamomile tea, which I love. So it's kind of like working with your solar plexus, but in a really gentle way, and also keeping your nerves calm. Another good plant would be oat straw, which we've talked about before. A mentor of mine always says, like, it bends but never breaks. So if you are, let's say, in a dark night of the soul, or maybe you're just really in your shadow and you're like having trouble seeing the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to releasing old stories from your family or any trauma, they're saying it's okay to also be really gentle with yourself. So drinking oat straw, you can boil it for like 5 minutes or something, like low boil, and then let it steep in a jar overnight. And then you can either drink some, like, take some out and drink some tonight. I definitely would do that. And then let the rest of it steep and drink it in the morning. It's really great for your nerves. It's also very nutrient dense. So it's one of my favorites to drink as well. And so if you're feeling any sort of jitters or worried about what's to come, and releasing stories that you are ready to let go of, that is a great way to do it. They're also telling me to do a cord cutting ritual for yourself. If I haven't mentioned this before, you can either do it with 2 candles. You can look it up as well. I would intuitively see how you want to do it. There's also some cord cutting where you can actually tie it to where your chakras are, or like where that energy might be tight. And you can say certain words. Everybody does it differently, and then you can cut the cords and really visualize that energy leaving your body. That one's always a really good one. I'm going to be doing that today as well. So for the second message, it was all about the Seven of Pentacles. So this one is more about finances. And then to clarify, it was the Page of Wands and then the Queen of Wands. So when I felt this energy, it was really about patience, but also using gifts that you haven't used yet to make money. Um, so this page energy of being very open to what is presenting itself to you right now. So maybe if you've gotten like a new opportunity or a new path has presented itself to you, they're saying it's okay to explore that path and see if you like it. Like, you don't have to follow the path and then tell yourself it's the end all be all, it's the fixed path that you're going to be on. They're saying it's okay to like take your energy and use your intuition. If there's something that is like perking your curiosity, they're saying follow that curiosity. That's your intuition. And this is also going to help you develop into having a more balanced intuition, which is going to help you the rest of your journey. So you could be going down a path right now that you're a little unsure about with this opportunity, but they're saying you're going to learn a lot on that path. So it's okay to take it, and it's okay to take your time with other projects that you might be doing as well. So allow yourself this full moon and through this portal to open your energy to other opportunities. So even if you meditate with your arms open, or write down affirmations for yourself that allow you to receive finances or financial stability in different forms, that is going to be really helpful for you as well. Because what's really coming through is the need for you and other people to really use their gifts more, like use their intuition and tap in. So again, going back to that altar, like starting with that and really doing spiritual, like intuitive work, whatever you want to call it, to begin this new journey. Even if you're new, it's perfectly okay. You just put a tea light out or something, whatever it is. But there should be I'm going to say that there should be a candle. Absolutely use a candle. If you do anything, get a candle, light your candle, do your energy work, but definitely have a candle. And then the final message, which is right over here. So it was the Nine of Cups and then the Temperance card, clarified by the Queen of Cups and then the Three of Swords in reverse. So love is coming up so much. So much. But also there were messages of allowing love to come through your ancestors. And I think that's probably why they're asking you to make sure you have an altar, to make sure you have a candle, because they're waiting to love on you as well. This can also be a specific relationship that maybe is coming your way, but they want you to make sure that you are prioritizing yourself first. So you will definitely have your 10 of cups, but you have to be in this temperance energy of balancing out what you want, what you desire over this portal and through the end of October. So you can really call in the partner that you are wanting, partner or partners that you are wanting, or even the community that you are wanting. But definitely the ancestors are coming through and saying, like, allow them to show you love, because they do try to communicate with you and show you signs and work with your guides and work with other spirits and light energies to help you out. So they are definitely around, and they're willing to also carry whatever you also want to let go of. So understand that and know that you are really loved. They're being very specific about that. And the Three of Swords in reverse for the Temperance, to me, together is really saying, again, like the last video, but they're like really harping on it. You have to let go of the past. Like you have to let go of the emotional pain, any sadness, grief that you may have experienced within your family, but also in relationships, like romantic relationships. It has to be let go of. Like, because the energy that they're saying, like, if you don't let it go, it's really going to be hard for you to move forward. So I know this is kind of similar to the last reading, but it's very clear that they want to make sure that you do it during this portal and that it's time. Like, it's okay, it's perfectly fine, because in reverse, it's also kind of saying that maybe there's a hesitation to do it and uncertainty, not sure if you can maybe balance a relationship with yourself and your new wants and your new desires, or with another person or persons, but they're saying it's okay. Like, it's all going to work out, and there's no rush. There's no rush to jump into any new relationships or to be a part of a giant soul tribe as well, because I know some people have been getting thrown into those. They're just saying it's okay to focus on yourself right now, but make sure you do it, because it's coming out in reverse along with the Queen of Cups. So they're saying that you will find happiness, you will find this balance, you will have your 10 of Cups, but you must temperance, you must level your energy out. Again, working with those herbs are going to be really, really great. Oat straw and chamomile are phenomenal. So really call that in for yourself right now, through this portal. And I was actually going to pull from the Night Fairies deck, and I flipped it over and portal was at the bottom. So I think what I'm going to do is pull a cosmic card for you all. And then I'm going to peace out, because this was just a quick reminder. So the card that came out, number 5. So 5 is change. So this card says, be still. So this is just really confirming the quietness and the stillness that they are asking you to find right now within yourself, within your soul, within your energy, working with your inner child. You don't have to be hasty. It's okay to get into your hermit mode right now, because I just pulled other cards. So a new chapter is coming. It is literally here, folks. I don't think people realize that it's here. It's like, okay, so sit down and like meditate, because it's here. And it's going to be a really beautiful thing. Like, I love how the light is shining so brightly through this door and it's kind of spilling out onto the floor, because you're going to be experiencing so much abundance, so much financial stability, so much love and happiness. And they're just asking you to balance yourself out right now so you can actually receive it and so that you can enjoy it, right? Let's get another one. Yes, I love it. So, self worth. This is one of my favorite cards in this whole deck. So, understanding that this transition, this healing that you're doing for your spirit, for your finances, for your love, for your heart, is all going back to your self worth, right? Like, this is the biggest lesson that you could take away from this portal, from this moon, is what is your worth? Like, you can even write it down, right? Like, you can even answer it as, like, "My worth is so big, I can't even define it." But, like, if you were in the same if someone else was in the same situation as you, like, what advice would you give them, right? Like, are you not worth the time to slow down? Are you not worth the time to love yourself? Like, where is your self-worth? This is going to be your biggest lesson going through this portal. Can you love yourself even deeper than you've ever done before? Right? Like, can you be unafraid to take the leap towards your dreams right now? Can you be unafraid to, again, tell that person that you really care about them, or hang out with those people that you want to hang out with, or do the fun things that you used to do when you're a child, even if people don't always want to do them with you? I feel like that's the story of my life. Like, you're worth it, okay? So take this lesson with you, really sit with your self-worth and be honest with yourself so that you can move forward through this portal and again receive that new chapter. So I'm gonna pull from the Mary Magdalene deck. The cards for today, they were like, Alicia, we're gonna need the heavy hitters. And I was like, understood. So I'm not going to read from the book, but this is the third power. So it says, humility is my greatest strength. Yeah. So tapping into your humility right now, especially with all of the global conflict that is going on. Um, how can you be a little bit more gentle? How can you be a little bit more peaceful to others? Show up in a different space, show up in a different energy for yourself and for those around you so you can go through this portal and everyone can kind of go through this portal with ease and peace and grace. So I'm going to pull from the light deck. So I just pulled from the cosmic deck. I forgot to show these. And then this is the light one. Can you see? Yes. Okay. Perfect. And then this is the Mary Magdalene deck that I pulled from. And the two cards that came out, color and visualize. So these, if you have these decks, I would definitely read them. Maybe I'll hold up the book. Not going to read them today, but I will hold them so you can pause the video, you can take a screenshot. But visualization has really been coming up a lot in a lot of people's readings and a lot of energy. So if you can, at your altar or outside in nature, make sure you spend some time visualizing what you want for yourself, how you want to feel, what does your space look like, what does it feel like, right? Or if you're an artist, like, what does your gallery look like? Things like that. So be really specific. And color, to me, I know the book is going to have something a little bit different, but color for me is also allowing your colorful soul to show, but work with color. I know a lot of people have been drawn to working with color in general. Some of my friends have been painting certain colors, and it's been kind of cool. I had a client the last time we had a session, they were having trouble expressing themselves through words. So I asked them to express themselves through color, and they were able to do it that way. And it was really cool because it ended up lining up with their chakras that were like, it was more easy. I was able to easily see what was out of balance and what was in balance based on the colors they shared, which was wild. So work with color. But the first line of visualize says, if you can dream it, you can create it. So understand that this new chapter is here for you. So you can take a picture of that, and then I will flip the page. You can see that one. And then color. So really having as much faith as you can. Dream really big. Don't dream small. I keep telling people that, like, please, 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 please don't dream small. It's worth it. Dream bigger. And I know that our minds can only dream as big as maybe perhaps our imagination goes, but that's why you should connect with your ancestors and your guides, right? They've got cosmic guidance that can really support you and expand your consciousness. So color says vibrational impulses and light waves. The first line, I really like. It says your perception of life is becoming more colorful. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and hold that there. So if you want to, oh wait, I can just shift it over and then you can see all of them. My poor nail, I broke it. So you can go ahead and pause it and take a photo. I will do one more. It looks like there's one more line. So there's journal work here that you can also use. So again, that was visualize and color, and I will put these here. And I'm actually going to read the Night Fairies deck because I love this deck, and we're heading into nighttime right now. So you can actually do the activity if you choose to from this deck. So let's see what wants to come out. The Fae of Logic. So let me grab this buddy. So this is this deck, the Night Fairies deck. Let's take a look-see. Okay. I can never remember how this book is organized. And then part of it's not in English. Okay, here we go. Nope, that's not English. Shoot. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay. Fae of Logic. Let me hold up the card for you. So, Fae of Logic. Have you considered looking at things logically? The Fae of Logic causes to deviate from the tried and true path of getting out of your head for clarity. This is a confusing one. She invites you to also think things through. A battle of wits. Perhaps some additional research is needed before making a decision. Use your head. Don't be shy. It's time to get cunning. The Fae of Logic invites us to also use our brains to their highest potential. New job, new school, new endeavor, new thought process, new you. So I love that. Yeah. So if you have, this is really giving me around the financial aspect. So if you have any new ideas that you are wanting to bring to fruition, begin researching them. Bring them to the forefront, right? Like someone was just talking to me about a new business idea they had for an app. So do the planning, or not the planning, but like the ideating around that. Actually write it down. Like, what would you need? If you need money, how much would you need to invest? Or like, who would you need to learn from? Where can you go to learn from it? Do you need a class? Is it something that you literally can build yourself because you're a fucking genius, which I already know you are? So that is what this card is really giving me, because it really wants to be in the middle of the reading. So whatever ideas you're having, just really go for it. Don't hold back. Don't wait. Don't do anything that's going to keep your abundance away. Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave it there. So if you are needing anything, feel free to message me. Below is my link for readings. Readings are really great. We can work more one on one, and I can actually bring in your ancestors for you to talk to them and receive messages from them versus a general reading where it's multiple energies coming through. So I can only share what comes through the strongest. But if you have specific questions for your family or from your lineage or a specific area in your life you want to focus on, or know what to release, especially around generational trauma and things like that, I will be able to do that for you. So the link is below. You can book an Ancestral Soul Tarot reading, or you can book a Fly With Me session, which is 60 minutes. We do a little bit of tarot at the end, but that one is really for deep healing. It's more of a meditative quest mixed in with some coaching as well. That is also available to you. And friends, so Empowered Femme Initiation is going to open next week for signup. So if you are wanting to go on a deeper healing journey with myself and other femme presenting people over 90 days to really break through some blockages that you might have, or to really empower yourself the rest of your journey, it's going to be amazing. We're going to do a lot of holistic health. We're going to connect with the ancestors, and we're going to do a lot of social activist work, or unlocking that energy within ourselves so that we can also show up in the world as more aligned, empowered folks. So that is available to you. Everything is below. Feel free to like and subscribe if you are enjoying these videos. It really helps to pass the message along. Again, if you have questions, send me a message or write a comment below, and I will talk to you later, my friends. Have an amazing full moon and an amazing lunar eclipse. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Your ancestors are literally here walking side by side. Do not forget your altar. They're telling me that. Do not forget your altar. Put a candle out today. You can even like put out a plate of dinner and eat it together. Like that's also something really sweet you can do. Or if they have desserts that they like, I mentioned this before, make cookies, or I don't know, rice and something, like whatever dish is important to you, put some out for your ancestors and eat together as a gathering. I think that'd be really sweet as you move through this portal. So again, this is it. I will talk to you later. I will be back when messages want to come pushing on through. I also have a question. Let me know if you all like um, astrology readings as well. I was thinking of doing a fusion. If you're into it, I'd probably do it just by the elemental signs, so like fire signs, water, air, such and such. So if that's your vibe, let me know. I'm definitely feeling called to do it. Other than that, I will talk to you all later. Don't forget to book your reading below. Bye.